Good morning, and today guys we're going to be installing a ceiling light and also a new subfloor. So yeah, let's crack on and get into it. So I've just been to Wix and bought the plywood. So I'm just going to scribe around the edge of the wood so it fits nicely around the wheel arches, and that should give me a nice clean base to work off of. This isn't going to be the finished look, but yeah, no, I've got that I can get on with. And I've just treated myself to a lovely new workbench. My brother's got one of these, and yeah, I was pretty impressed with it last time, so I thought I'd buy my own one. So yeah, going to unbox that, lay the ply out where I'm going to put it, and start to scribe. So this is a scribing tool or a profiler. Might be able to see it's got a little nipple just on the top there, a roller here, and you can attach a pen or biro or whatever you want into that there. And the idea is that you set that off of the material you want to mark out, roll it along, and it gives you a nice line showing you the profile of the piece of wood you're trying to cut. So what I've done here is just lined up the wood roughly where I want it to sit, so quite tight to the wheel arch. It's annoying because in the centre it's not far off of perfect. So it's going to be just over 2 sheets. Just over 1 sheet, sorry. So I'm going to line this up nice and tight here, and then I can just run my scribing tool on them, sort of taking it from the largest point, so the largest distance, and then you run it the whole way along, and it should give you a nice mark. You see the largest distance is actually bigger than the distance of the profiler, but I can start off anyway, so I know that this will at least use action setting on there. So now I've got some marks that I have to cut out. So if I cut these out then put it in, then that should get me a little bit closer, and then I'll have to do a second cut to get right up butted to the edge. But yeah, no, we'll make that cut and see where we stand from there. Now you can see we've got a lot closer. We've still got this gap here, so we're just going to go along again, still from the widest point, which is probably here. So we set our scriber as equal to the widest point, so it shouldn't make a mark at all when it's on the widest. So now you can see how far off I am the whole way around. So we'll then make the second cut, and hopefully everything should sit nice and flush the whole way along. So that is the first board scribed. You can see it's a pretty decent fit the whole way around. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Now I've just got to do these awkward pieces, so a long bit along the top, and also this long skinny one. So I might do the long skinny one first, which should bring that to match around here, and then just piece this bit in with an offcut. So now all I've got to do is that little sliver just up at the top, and then my floor is in. It's quite a snug fit, but I still think I might stick it down. I don't know whether to screw it or stick it down. Yeah, I'm thinking stick. But yeah, I'm gonna have a little think, look at what products I've got on the side over there, and then get to sticking. But yeah, it's looking good. So that is the final piece cutting in. As you can see, what a difference it's made. Having a hard floor to stand on, I don't have to keep wiping it now. Still yet to fix this down, which I haven't decided on how I'm going to do yet. But yeah, it's looking tidy. And my fan has literally just arrived, which is by the door there behind all those boxes. So I can crack that open while it's not raining today and get started with that job. A little bit late, but what can you do? Delivery man drops it now. We've got to start the job now, so yeah, we'll get on with that. So this is it. We've got the Dometic mini Heki style roof light. I've gone for a roof light, not a fan this time. I went for 2 fans last time I did it. I went for the top of the range Maxx air fans, the shades and covers and all the bits and pieces. It's near enough £1,000 you end up spending on 2 fans. So I've gone the complete other end. This is sort of quite a low budget fan. Sorry, not fan, it's a skylight. So the nice thing about this is you'll actually be able to see the sky through. You can open it up and actually put your hands out. I don't think you're going to squeeze through a 400 by 400 gap, but you can probably poke your head out and have a little look up there. It opens quite a long way from what I understand, and it also comes with a sliding, like a fly screen / shade and a nightshade. So for me, it sort of ticked all the boxes for a relatively decent price, at least it seems. So yeah, let's get it out and see what it's going to involve. So we've got our instruction manual here. Oh. Yeah, we've got our screws in there. And then here is the fan itself. Couple of bits with it, but effectively I think how it works is there's a little button inside. You pop that down and you should be able to pop this open. Yeah. So as you can see, it opens quite a nice amount. Do the head check, enough to poke your head up, check if there's a nice enough day to go and see what's going on. And then when you're done, it pops back down. Locks. So that is it, effectively. I'm guessing the process is similar to the Maxx air fans. Looking quickly at the instructions, it looks pretty similar. And then we've also got our fly screen shade on that side and our blackout blind on the other side. So yeah, no, for what you get, it's pretty nice. The only thing I think is a shame is it sort of comes in a really 80s creamy colour, not in a nice white finish. So yeah, I'm not too sure if you can see that, but it's not the end of the world. Just a preference of mine, but once it's on, I doubt you even notice. Having a quick look at this, the first thing we've got to do, sort of mark out our area on the roof. 400 by 400 wide to cut it, but I know I don't have any batten here because I used the last of the batten the other week, so yeah, I definitely need to get some. whether I go to the shops now or wait for lovely Fred to bring me some. Let's give him a call.
Welcome to the Tesco mobile voicemail service. The person you're calling is unable to take your call. Please leave your message.
Of course he is. Let's try him again. That might be with the customer. Cut a whole jigsaw around the whole file, any loose filings. Where's the key? So I'm going to start up by opening up my the hole that I've already got. Little halo of lighting. So I think what's next is to mark on lines so that I can find my centre point as here, and then I can draw a square around points that I've marked. Why am I marking from the outside? I don't really want to get on this roof just because I know it's fiberglass. I don't trust it as much. Oh, well, it feels fairly strong. I'd have to spread my weight like a big cat. I'm just trying to crawl onto the roof. The last one I could stand on, but this one a bit apprehensive. Not so I don't have a ladder. Oh, really hope the whole thing doesn't fall in. So I'm going to try and do. Oh, that didn't just close. Okay, that's bad news. This is going to be impossible. So I'm trying to spread my weight like a polar bear on ice. I really hope I've not got anything. Slithering along like a lizard. It's going to be even more unnerving when I cut this hole in. But for now, just going to mark out where my 400 is. Okay, so the battery died, but we're back on the roof. Still spreading like a polar bear. Oh dear. So I've marked out not sure if you can see the outline, but I've marked my line there. Just going to pop a little hole in the corners. And just start with a metal blade on the jigsaw, just start cutting it out. Just being aware that the lip on this is going to try and push me, so I'm going to have to lift it onto my lip. Okay, so that's my first cut. Feeling pretty nervous. Lovely stuff. Oh, so time to be scared. A hole is in. I'm just going to tie that. Nice sharp corners. I'm pretty happy with that. I didn't fall in, so although it would have made great content, yeah, it's gone as planned so far. So now I just want to check that the fan actually fits before I go any further, and then yeah, get to filing around the edges. If it does fit, if not, then make the hole a little bit bigger. So yeah, now for climbing back down, which now I've made the roof even weaker, won't be fun. That looks pretty good. It's sat straight in that hole there. Check it from the underside as well. It's what I've been using because my ladder's not with me today. But how cool is that? So I've gone for a square edge file. Fan out of the way. This isn't as essential if you haven't got a metal roof like I do, but just taking the rough edges off. Is that job done? So it said in the instructions, well, no, it didn't say in the instructions, I'm just going off of former knowledge. You've got to make the roof a certain thickness, so that's what these battens are for. They're also good because when you screw into them, they sandwich either side of the roof. They actually squeeze it to make it watertight. This is a problem I had with the last one. I skipped a step and massively regretted it later. So yeah, now I'm just gonna cut like a square frame and quickly knock that up. And that goes on the inside of the van. So just a quick catch up. My battery died, so didn't know what's going on for a bit. So I've just framed around this window here. So I've got something to screw onto. It's starting to get a bit late now, as you can tell. It's getting a bit darker. But yeah, I've just checked on the instructions. Basically it says cut these little noggins down to nothing because I've got quite a thin roof. So I'm just going to crack on and do that now. Sorry about that, my battery's just died, but what I've managed to do is put a bead of silicone around the bottom of the fan, if you can see it there, and just drop the fan into the hole. So the wooden frame's now in. I've just got to now screw the subframe to the bottom of it through these holes, and then I believe it's done. Hopefully that should clamp it in nice and tight so the silicone can do its job. How's that for nice and snuggly, huh? So that effectively is how I plan on leaving it for now. There is, however, this screen that pretty snugly fits on here. I think there's another step that I've missed, but just to show you. Anyway, that fits on there like that, and then you've got a blackout blind or a mosquito net that you can pull over. But yeah, that is the installation of that, and fingers crossed no leaks, but if it does leak I'll get back up there and get some more mastic around the edge on it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. We've had a good day's craft, so that's all for today, and more to come hopefully soon. I'm just going to do a quick comparison between the Dometic Sites Mini and the Maxx Air fan. Obviously there's loads of videos on the Maxx Air fan, but this one I can't say is featured in a lot of people's videos. So for anyone wondering what's the difference, what should I buy, it's just going to be a quick video on that. So this is the Dometic Sites Mini installed. As you can see, it's quite a basic product. You've got, essentially like in most caravans, just a click button here. You can pull down the roof fan and lock it into different positions. So this one's locked just a little bit ajar. If you lift it back up, you can lock it. So you've got a bit more of a pitch, or you can have it all the way locked open for maximum airflow. I think it's quite appealing the way you can see the sky outside. With the Maxx Air fan, you'll see you can't actually see the sky, which I think is a major downfall of that product. Yeah, it's cheaply made, but I think it feels quite good quality. I think you'd have to go some length to break it. It also comes with a mosquito net and a night shade or a blackout shade as standard. And I believe this unit cost me around £120 delivered. There we go, 130.90, and that was from Jackson's Leisure. Yeah, I've been really impressed with it so far. It adds a load of light to the van and essentially creates your extra airflow, which is what a lot of people are looking for. Now, yeah, we'll go over and compare it to the Maxx Air fan. So my other van, which is undergoing some updates as we speak. But yeah, up here we've got the Maxx Air fan. So, unpopular things probably people won't tell you. Comes with a remote control, which is great because you can work that on both fans. So you just point it at the fan you want it to work on, and it works pretty much straight away. So I'll give you a demo here. Maxx Air fan on. Great thing with this is you've got air in and air out technology. Super helpful if you want to extract air as well as blow air in. You can have a little nice convection current going through. If you've got two fans, sorry, not vans. But yeah, I don't know if you can hear the fan now as it's on. This is about 40%. You turn it up to 100%. It is actually quite loud. They say it's a silent fan, but it really isn't. So in the summer when you want maximum airflow, and like me, you've probably installed it above your bed, it's really actually quite noisy. So I'd say no one really tells you about that, even though it's meant to be a silent fan. Also, the shades of this comes as extras. So if you wanted to sleep underneath it, you'd have to buy that as well, and I believe they're around £80 retail price. So yeah, you're looking at, I think it's about £350 for the fan plus the blackout, which I think is essential if you're going to sleep in the van. So you're actually looking at quite a lot more money. Do I think it's worth spending the extra amount? Probably not, no. You can't actually see the sky through it. You can sort of make it out, but because of the built-in mosquito net, you can't see what's going on. So I'd say if I did another van, I'd definitely lean more towards the cheaper option, but I'm yet to test it to a further level. So yeah, that's a quick bit about both fans. Hopefully that helps. Thanks again for tuning in. If you like this video, then drop me a like. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and yeah, hopefully see you again soon for another video.